Hey there, it's Irene Durang with toolsforrealestate.com. This is a quick tutorial on how to use a utility called Shrink-O-Matic to resize your photos, including multiple photos, batches of photos at one time. The first thing you'll want to do is make sure that you have Shrink-O-Matic downloaded to your computer. Easiest thing to do is just to go to Google and search for Shrink-O-Matic Photo Resizer. You'll get a bunch of different results. The one I found that actually had the software and was easy to download was this one, mac.softpedia.com, and the rest of this URL. But you could probably download it from any of these. It's free software, so once you get to Softpedia, you'll get to this page and just click download and follow the instructions to download Shrink-O-Matic to your computer. Once it's installed, Shrink-O-Matic puts a shortcut on your disk drive or on your desktop, or you can just hit start and go to programs and find Shrink-O-Matic. So this is what Shrink-O-Matic looks like when you open up the program. It asks you what kind of output size you want for your photos. And I have a bunch of photos that are all about 1200 pixels wide, and I want to make them more just something I can upload to a blog without having to try to resize them once they're uploaded. This is the same thing you would do if you're trying to upload photos to a website in the right size. Now, if I have any photos that are lengthwise long photos, taken with the camera flipped so that they're tall, I want to specify a maximum height in pixels, and that's probably going to be about, let's just say I want them to be maximum height probably 500, and that'll be fine. So now that will resize photos that are wide, that are regular screenshot photos, to 450 pixels wide, or 500 pixels in height if they're flipped the other way. And I want Shrink-O-Matic to automatically rename my photos so that the new versions don't replace the old versions. That way I can keep the originals. And they're going to start off as JPEGs, and I want to keep them as JPEGs, so I'm just going to click here as same as original. If I wanted to change them, for example, from their current JPEG format to a GIF, I would click turn them into GIFs, but they can stay as JPEGs. And then my option is to simply drag photos and drop them in here. Or I can browse for a folder, which is what I'm going to do. So I've got a folder here for one of my blogs, and in it I have some pictures of some activity I did when my mom was here on vacation. I want to post it as an example of cool things to do in Seattle on the blog. So first I want to resize these photos, which are all pretty big. So I'm going to select them. As you can see here, the dimensions are 2200 by 1704, and we're going to switch them over to 450 by 500. So I've selected them, and I'm just going to drag and drop these pictures over here. And now it has these pictures listed here, and you can see that over here on the right hand side it's listing these photos and it's resizing them as we go. So when it gets all done, it simply says that it's done, and then you don't see the pictures anymore. But if you go back to that folder, the original folder that you got the large pictures from, now next to each one in that folder, here's the original picture, and then you can see that there's one right next to it that says same image 16 but with the 450 or height of 500. Same with this one. Each one of these pictures that was originally very large is now resized, has a copy next to it that's of the small size that you wanted. So that's how you resize photos using Shrink-O-Matic. Remember to check into the toolsforrealestate.com blog for more resources and tips for your real estate business. And thanks for watching.